Hello everyone, welcome back with me, Kananda. I hope that you are fine and have a spirit to follow our class today. So before you start our class today, let us pray together. I will guide you in our faith in Christian. Okay, let us pray. Our God in heaven, glory your name. May you have spirit to follow us in this class, and then we also ask you to bless our lesson today so we can study well in this afternoon. Thanks God for blessing us. Amen. Okay, are you ready to start our learning today, class? Okay, karena sudah berdoa, maka sudah siap. I hope that you will not feel bored also in joining our class today, since I think you can grab your drink and your food while watching this video. I promise there will be many interesting material for today also. In addition, I want to ask you, is there any announcement for students who cannot join our class today? Okay, I hope that I wish that all of you are here can watch the video in a proper way and then can follow this video until the end. Okay, before I explain and describe our material for today, I will ask you to imagine the situation. Just simple, imagine the situation when your brother, sister, or even your parents wake up in the morning. Okay, they are wakes up in the morning and then they turn on the television, or maybe they will pick their newspaper. So, do you know what are they reading or watching there? Okay, try to guess it by yourself now. Okay, of course, all of them will see the news. Or I wanna ask you, is there any of you who haven't seen or read the news, even on the television, just watching on the television, or reading in the newspaper? Okay, I hope and I think most of you will be easier to understand our material today if you have seen or if you have read the news in the daily routine. Okay, to make it more clear and brief, I will show you the picture to help you, and then this picture is about the news. From the picture, can you read it by yourself in your own place? Since we have no class together in this time, beside it, I will try to illustrate on how the news anchor. Do you know what is the news anchor? News anchor is pembaca berita atau pembawa berita. So in the television, we usually see them reading the news. Okay, I will be the news anchor who will accompany you to read the news. Okay, Nepal rescuers find 3 bodies near crashed US Marine. Nepalese rescuer on Friday found 3 bodies near the wreckage of a US Marine helicopter that disappeared earlier this week while on a relief mission in the earthquake-hit Himalayan nation. Officially said, Nepal's defense secretary Iswari Podhyal gave no details about the nationalities of victims. The helicopters was carrying 6 Marines and 2 Nepalese army soldiers. The wreckage was found near Kotali village in the district of Golakha, and then the US embassy in Nepal had no immediate comment Friday. The discovery of the wreckage, first spotted by a Nepalese army helicopter Friday, followed days of intense search involving US and Nepalese aircraft and even US satellites. The US relief mission was deployed soon after a magnitude 7.8 quake hit April 25, killing more than 8,200 people. It was followed by another magnitude on 7.3 quake on Tuesday that killed 117 people and injured around 2,800. The second quake was centered between foothills, hammering many villages, which only by hiking trails and causing road blocking landslide. Search, Nepal rescue team finds 3 bodies near crash U.S. Marine helicopter. The Globe and Mail, May 15, 2015. Okay, since we have known about the example of news item, then we will also learn about definition of news items. And then we will also learn about the general structure of text, the purpose of particular text, and the context of news item. For the first one, I will jump into the definition of news item. So the definition of news item is a text which informs readers about events of the day. The events are considered newsworthy or important. So the synonym of newsworthy is important. Sama-sama penting. Okay, actually the general structure of news items are divided into 4. So they are headline, the first one, in the top of news item, which show the title of the event or judulnya, and then main events that contain the main event in the summary from the news. So it can be concluded that it will be put on the first paragraph, and then elaboration that describe the explanation on what happened. So the news always talk about what happened, like that. So we can call it as elaboration. The position is located after the main events, more detail, and then it can be concluded that it also describes to whom and what circumstances of the event is happened. And then the last one is research of information, as the last part of the news, which contains comments and then from the participant in authorities and the witnesses to the event. Okay, so we have 4 parts in here: headline, and then main events, elaboration, and also the research of information. Okay, after knowing the general structure that are usually used in the news item, let us try to discuss and sequence the previous text based on the structure we have. You can write your answer in your paper or even your gadgets. Which part of the text is involved as headline, and then main events, elaboration, or research information. Are you ready? Or are you understand what I mean? Okay, the text is entitled with Nepal rescuers find 3 bodies near crash U.S. Marine. So I will give you some times to answer which one is the headline, and then which one is the main events, elaboration, and which one is the research atau sumber informasinya. Okay. Do you have any question until now? If you have, please write on your notes and ask me after finish watch this video. Okay, let us look at this slide. So the headline is Nepal rescuers find 3 bodies near crash U.S. Marine, and the main event is paragraph 1. So the headline is the title, main event is paragraph 1, and then elaboration on paragraph 2, and for the research information on the Globe and Mail, May 15, 2015. Okay, who can get the correct answer for all points of generic structure? Ada yang benar semua? Okay, if you get the correct answer from what you have done, you are great and good job. Okay, continuing our materials, there are two purposes of news item here. So we will continue our materials today. There are two purposes of news item here. They are to inform the readers about newsworthy or important event of the day, and the second, to present information to the readers about newsworthy or important events of the day. So actually they are similar. And then for the next slide, it will explain many kind of the context from news item. So among others are economic news, and then the second one, the context is criminal news. The third one is healthy news. 4, natural news, and then disaster news, and then entertainment news, or the context is related to business news. Is there any volunteer who can guess the context of the previous one with entitled Nepal's rescuers find 3 bodies near crash US Marine? Okay, you can answer it by yourself. So the answer is natural disaster news that caused the accident in Nepal. So the context is the natural disaster news. Okay, we have actually finished our discussion on learning our new material about new item. So I want to know on how understand all of you about this material. So now we are going to start our quiz. Okay, so please prepare yourself, prepare your notes, and prepare your paper if you are not using your headset. Okay. Okay, for today I just have one quiz there. I want you to be able to fill and choose the best answer based on the text. Do you understand what will you do? Okay, is it enough? Is it enough to work 3 minutes for one hour? If you agree, you can give your thumbs and then do the quiz. Okay? Okay. So this slide is provided for number 1 until number 3. Okay, you can pause this video and then try to work on it. And then the second one, this is slide for number 4 until number 5. Okay, I think you can answer it correctly. So after finish, let us discuss it. So you can pause it in the previous one, the slide 1 and then slide 2. After that, you can watch the answer key. Don't watch the answer key before you have not done it. Okay, so the key answer is criminal news for number 1, and then number 2 is the answer A, to inform readers about arrested men for buying an infant. And then number 3, the answer is E, newsworthy event, background events, and sources, resources, information. And then number 4, B, the arrested man. And then number 5, C, child. Okay, Is there incorrect answer that you wrote on your notes? Okay, no problems. It is just the quiz. But you can try to review your understanding in the next assessment. Okay, as you have finished your quiz, we will end our meeting with reviewing the material we have learned first. So before we are reviewing, as we know together, news item is actually a text which informs reader about events of the day, and then the events are considered newsworthy or important. Then what next? Yups, there are 4 generic structure, that is headline, main events, elaboration or research information. I think all of you have received all the material and tried to grasp it well before, so we just review it. In addition, we also have learned about the purpose of the text, news item text, that is used to present information to the readers about newsworthy or important events. And there are many contexts actually in news item which can be used there, like criminal and then healthy or even business news. Okay, we have reviewed, and now I will also give you a homework. So it is the end of our meeting today. The homework is used to make you more understand to this material. So I have two homework for you. The first one, you only need to choose the appropriate answer from the context of the text. And the second, I want you to find the answer based on the provided text on the Google form that I will deliver to you. Please try to make a brief answer on it, my student. Okay? Okay. Then as you can see on my slide, that is the link for our assignment, and the submission is next week at afternoon. I hope that you are agree with me. Okay, don't worry, I will share the link in our WhatsApp group too. Then I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Stay safe and God bless you all, students. Thank you.